Well, hi there, it's Brooke, and today I have 3 more Target tier trays for you that I have decorated for Valentine's. I wanted to get the other tray that's like rectangles with like the black wire kind of around it, and I couldn't find it at my store, but my sister did find it for me, and she's gonna bring it, but that will be after Valentine's, so you'll get to see that decorated for spring and summer and from here on out, but it's gonna miss the Valentine season, so I just have 3 for you today. I think they all turned out really cute and super good. They're all a little different, pretty simple, maybe not. You'll have to let me know. Let's get to CheerChoi in. We're going to start with this CheerChoi because this is the one that gave me the most problems. So in my last video, I had talked about that I had wanted to get one of the new birds at Target, and of course, mine Target doesn't even have that section right now. It's just candy and like baked goods and all the like Valentine treat kind of things. No decor back there. So I had to come up with another game plan. So this is what I had figured out for this tray, and then I was like, I want the bird and couldn't find it. I will show you that. At first, when I wanted the bird, I had put this love sign down on the bottom, kind of like I did my Mary sign, and then I had picked up this little envelope at Hobby Lobby, and they do come in red and pink this year, and I had set that up here, and then they had a little postman bird, and they had a Cupid bird, and then they had like a little girl with a skirt that with the sign that said I love you, and I forget what, oh, the fourth one had like a big heart around his head. I did not like that one at all. But I thought the postman would have been so cute on this one, or Cupid, you know, with like the little letter, but of course not. No, none of that. My sister looked at her store. No, wasn't gonna find it. So I went back to the drawing board. I really wanted to use these 2 things on here. I don't know what it was. I didn't want to change it up. I really like the look of these 2 things. I started playing around with it, and I moved this to the top. Initially, this is where I wanted it, and then I had this down here at the bottom, but my bird wouldn't fit down there, so I switched it around. But since I couldn't find my bird, that was like a no-go. I'm just gonna give up. I was like, okay, what can I do down here that would look cute, that would, you know, kind of go with the flow, but also be this real simple, you could just throw together a tray with a few pieces. So then I remember I had these little votives that I thrifted, and then that goes with like the red theme, but I didn't really like any of the flowers that I had in there. I wanted to add something more natural, so I went and picked up one of these burlap roses at Hobby Lobby, and I put that in here, and of course if you just stick it in, it really doesn't, like, it looks stupid. It doesn't fit right. I like to tip things over with things coming out of them. I do that a lot of times with my little baskets, with my different, you know, like tall items. I lay them on their side so they fit better, and then you can have things coming out of them. It just creates like a different dimension and element for it. So I had it like this, all situated and cute, and I took a picture of it and sent it to my sister. And my friend said it was cute. My sister goes, that could use a little greenery. And I'm like, what? This little leaf right here isn't enough greenery for you? And she gave me the ha 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 ha. Can I, you know, like the magnifying glass gif. So, of course, I pulled out this little bush greenery that I have and was like, okay, how am I going to put this on here so it looks good and doesn't like overpower it and it fits in? Filling it in with a couple little pieces around the flower so it kind of looks like it's coming out. I tried to stick it in the votive, it didn't look. So I just tried to make it like it was coming out of the little votive and then filled around in there. But I felt that since I put it on the bottom, I needed some on the top. Well, that was even trickier. So what I ended up finally coming up with, and that I liked, was I kind of set it underneath the V here without the like end peeking out, and kind of wrapped it around so it kind of came out here and here, but also still stood up. That's probably not perfect, but it's going to work for right now. So then that adds a little bit of extra that adds a little extra greenery texture, and I just like how it looks. So here's my super simple love tray. I have the Wicker Wave one, and now I feel like this one is Valentine-y, but maybe a little untraditional Valentines. Not with the colors, but just with the products I use or the items I use. Products, I sound like I'm doing my makeup or something. So what initially inspired this tray is I really wanted to use this little keep jar I got. It's technically from the Rae Dunn bathroom line with like the soap and like the dish soap holder and the makeup and different things. But I just thought it was cute with the little hearts. It's red inside. It says keep. I thought that was just kind of a neutral, like a neutral word. I don't know, like keep. You could use that for any season really. I mean, the hearts obviously make it Valentine's, but I thought it was a good Valentine's word too. I didn't think it made it sound like it was bathroom item. They did have a couple of mugs, but this was a little smaller, so I knew I could use it better in my tiered trays, and I just didn't need any more mugs. I have a couple mugs from Walmart that I picked up a year or two ago, so this was just the better option. I decided to kind of put him down front and center, and then I was like, okay, I need like a sign to kind of go with it, you know, to put up here a theme. That's kind of how I like to do my tiered trays. So I decided on my kiss sign. So I put that back up there. This, I do have a video on kind of how I made these. The other side of this says bloom. With this tray, I could probably easily just turn that around and keep it out for spring if I wanted. So didn't do that on purpose, but that kind of works. So we're gonna have the keep over here, the kiss over here, and I've tried to angle it just a little bit over here. And then my next thing was I had these red mushrooms that I had been playing around with on all my trays, and I have used these at Christmas time. I've used them at 4th of July. I think I've used them for Valentine's before. They're just a fun little versatile piece. You could just easily do it with like a summer tray. And so I decided to put these little guys just kind of hanging out down here. The big one next to the tray or next to the keep jar, and then that one over here. And then of course I wanted some sort of filler in the back. You technically probably wouldn't need anything back there because you really can't see it, but you know, I like to put filler in the back. So I brought out my trusty white lantern that is very scuffed up, and I did try a magic eraser on it, and that didn't do a whole lot. He's probably just gonna stay stuck. Okay. I know this fits in here, but it's like not the easiest to go in. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. So there. And see, I just like how that fills out the back just a little bit and gives you, so it doesn't look so open and empty. And so then the top, I was like, okay, I got mushrooms, so that's kind of natural in nature. So then I went and grabbed my little bitty watering can. This is from the spring line years ago, but they seem to bring these little things out every year. And I thought that just kind of looked cute off to the side of the kiss. And then I decided to grab some of these white flowers, Hobby Lobby in the pick section, and just arrange them kind of in here. So then I thought, you know, brings in the natural kind of like spring-like element, or you know, more of a natural feel. And then of course I thought this was a little empty, like just right here if you're kind of looking down at it. I thought the height was good. I didn't need to fill in anything back here. You could put things back here, but I just liked it the way it was, so I left my back empty. And then I just put in my little red plastic hearts up in here on the top. I think I just put some in the top. I could put some down here if I wanted. That looks pretty good. So here's my simple little keep your kiss tray. I'll pull it back here just a little bit. I got it pushed forward. I really like the way this turned out. I like how it's not so like in your face Valentine's. It's just simple, but it still has those traditional colors. And like I said, I could easily just turn that around to bloom and keep it out for like spring or summer. Be a pretty easy one if I was feeling lazy and didn't want to make another tray. But you know that's not gonna happen, right? Third and final Target tray, and what the inspiration for this one was this new XOXO sign that I got from the Mel Denver shop on Etsy. And so I went through my stuff and kind of picked out items that had the same pink color. So I have this little succulent that has the same pink color. I have this pink flower, and then I thought my new little Target trees would look really good, bringing another little color of red, but then has that nice pink on the top. I kind of positioned these where I I wanted it. And so, of course, I wanted to put this up here. I just thought that was the best spot for it. And then I went and filled in those few items that I knew I wanted to use on here. So I put one tree up on some wood, and then I put the other one just down on the ground. So I'm thinking I had this off to the side. Otherwise, you can't see my trees. So sometimes I make these and forget how they look when I take this stuff off. So now you know my bad secret. Okay, so I put the trees here, this a little bit off to the side so you could see that. And then I wanted my little succulent guy just right in the front. I thought he looked cute there. And then I was trying to like fill in other places, obviously. So I went and grabbed some little buckets. So I have this little bucket I put up here. And then I have this other little bucket I thought would look cute over here. Of course, with plans to fill them with stuff. I didn't think I'd just leave the bucket plain down there. And then I also grabbed my Happy Ray Dunn candle. Happy Valentines. I thought that fit just really nice. And so once again, these are just little flowers from Hobby Lobby. And I did put some tissue paper in this bucket just to kind of fill it out and to hold my flowers a little better. Because otherwise they kind of fell in there too weird and they were just not looking as nice as I liked them. Since I had a succulent down here, I have these little succulents. They're on a big pick, but I just kind of pop them off when I want to use a few or pop them back on when I want to use the whole thing. So I just picked out 3 to use, and I've used these succulents for Halloween, spring, summer. They're very versatile. They're just that nice green color that seems to fit year round. And so I just kind of stuck them back there to kind of balance out the green a little bit. For the flower, I just kind of spiraled it up and then set it right there by my little gal, just to add in a little more pink. And let me get my tree situated. My flowers in there nice. There's my little XO tiered tray. I love how this one turned out. I love the accents of green. I also think this is one of those like where it's Valentine-y but not like slap you in the face Valentines, because it uses mainly pinks and whites and greens. So if you're not into like the traditional like red of Valentines a lot, then this is kind of a good alternative because it uses more of the pinks and the neutrals. Well, there's my 3 Target tiered trays, Valentine's Part 2. I hope you enjoyed my little trays. These are maybe a little less traditional, or my first set of 4 were definitely traditional, definitely like Valentine in your face. I'm looking forward to decorating that new tiered tray. If I didn't mention in the video, I do have all the dimensions listed down below of all the tiered trays that I do own. Just in case you were curious, if you're out looking at tiered trays and want one similar size, you can always just go look in the description box because I do have the dimensions like that. I do carry around a tape measure with me in my purse. That was a little gift from my husband because I love to measure things. So, you know, just because I know kind of what the sizes of my trays are, just to make sure things will fit sometimes before I commit to buying it. A little tape measure has come in handy. It's about this big and it's my perfect little thing for my purse. Fun fact you didn't know about me. So that is everything I have for you today. I hope you enjoy. There will be more Valentines to come. I have one more video for sure of Pinterest inspired tiered trays. I still need to decorate my mantle probably. And I will see you in the next one. And hit that like button and subscribe button because you like me, and that's just a good thing to do, I guess. I don't know. See you in the next one. Bye.